Morning, YouTube. Saturday morning. Me without a truck. My driveway looks empty. So I'm playing in my garage. Cleaning up some stuff. Actually, I'll show you what I've been doing. Okay, all the microwaves are ripped apart. 7 of them had inverters in them. That's quite a bit of difference compared to the transformer, what they normally have in it. One of those clowns. These 6 are roughly the same as each other. This guy is a little different. Bigger maybe. He sits different, like his copper windings don't sit like that, they sit like that. He's got a bigger heat sink. No, it's probably about the same size. It is the same size. So the heat sink is not any bigger. But he's got more of these guys, whatever they are, them little burgundy colored. Plus he's got a little circuit board off to the side. little transformer right there. Compared to these guys, they got, you see, he's got that too. So, yeah, it is bigger now that I look at it. They look similar, but it is a little bigger. This one's got 2 types of copper winding on them, thick and skinny. So I can get him, and him off. So here I got him, and him, and if I really want to, him. So that's the only difference. Other than that, they're all the same. But those are nicer to have than these guys, because these guys are almost any more nowadays with the newer machines guaranteed to be all aluminum. As you can see, that's still all copper. Just different coatings of varnish on them, different age. But anyways, I've been sorting a little bit. My transformer bucket's overflowing. This is to do, that's to do later. There's more, see, like it's overflowing with them. These 2 pails are completely full of magnetrons. As probably, see, I'm getting too much of hoarded stuff here that I'm not finishing. There's another vacuum motor that needs to be done yet too. And see, more magnetrons, transformers. 2 buckets of transformers with magnetrons. Yeah, 2 buckets of rotors. Can't see what's under the hydro cable. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this stuff yet. That's why it's laying in here. Not sure what to do with it. I don't know if I want to strip it or if I can find somebody who's interested in it. So it lays there for now. I got more outside. Look. Yeah, hoard life is starting to take over. That garbage can's full of insulated number 2 copper, and this one's starting. That one's strippable copper. This is not. The way I tell for strippable and non-strippable, you hold it up in the air. If the cord stays stiff in the air, like this, see, it's pretty well holding itself up. If it would be nice and droopy, that means it's more insulation than copper. See how nice and droopy that is? And you can't say it's because one's warmer than the other. They're both in the same garage with the same heat source. So that's all I check. Other than this hardcore stuff, that's going to be stiff anyways. And that's how you kind of know when you have, especially if you have a hunk of hydro cable outside in the winter. If it's very flexible, it's got more copper than the insulation. If it's stiff, like you can hold it and 6 feet extend out in front of you, you know it's got hardly nothing in it. So anyways, that's what I've been doing. I took a peek at you guys online there. Watched a little bit this morning. I see some of you are live streaming already. But then again, you are in a different time zone. I check comments. I try to answer. If not, at least you know I acknowledge. So I'm just in here playing. It's got nice cast aluminum on it. So of course I'm going to clean it up. I don't do anything with these things. I have no idea what they are. They're some type of capacitor. I'm guessing they're totally sealed. So they go in the shred bucket. Always torque screws on these. This kind. Might not be the right size bit. Well, that one was hand loose. Wow. Maybe from being banged around a bit, right? Okay. Get you where I like to have you. The vice likes to hang on. Okay, that was easy. Why aren't you coming off? Another copper motor in there. These are off of dishwashers. In case you're wondering what kind it was. It's a quieter drill. So my truck is in the repair shop. I'm having issues with the transfer case for the four-wheel drive. He called last night. He said he had it partly done. But I didn't understand 100% what he meant. He said he'd call me later on today to let me know if I have to hunt for another transfer case or just never put it in four-wheel drive again. This is why I would really like the four-wheel drive to work. So it's a motor to take apart later on. It goes in the motor bucket. It's like that bin outside which got about 10 pails in there, right? Okay, is there a clip holding you? Negative. And there's nothing even on there. So clean cast. Iron the aluminum. I was wondering maybe if one of you would be so kind to run outside and fill the wheelbarrow up and bring some wood in for me while I keep processing. Would you do that for me? So I'm kind of running out of wood in here. This wood, believe it or not, was off of a microwave. It was one of them ones that have that Mac tack. That's what I call it. It's like a wood grain that they stick onto on top of steel. Gives it that wood grain look. Yes, I grew up in the 60s and 70s. So I know all about that stuff. This guy's going to be a little trickier to get apart. He still has the blower on. The blower is pretty stiff, so I imagine the microwave was time to go. I don't know if my one nut driver's small enough for that. Well, it is. Okay. My wife and kids are asking me what I want for Christmas. What do I need? I really don't need anything. Come on, Dad. That makes it hard to figure out what we're going to get you. Sorry. But I'm a man of not needing stuff. I'm a guy who doesn't go anywhere. I'm a guy who sticks around at home. I keep working on my stuff, or I play around the yard. I call it playtime. A lot of people call it work. I'm a guy who likes to stay busy. I don't like going to eat out at restaurants. You all remember that video? I think I talked about it earlier this year. I took my wife out for our anniversary dinner. It did not go over well. I'm not a guy who goes out to restaurants. So I told my wife, I says, next time, I says, I'll pay for it. You take your mom out. It's not my cup of tea. Sorry to say. I think I have to take the whole thing apart. I'm guessing a couple screws on the other side yet. Anyways, that'll come apart easy. He just pops out the top. I take the little bits of copper off. That's for later on. I'm going in that bucket. Right now I'm just trying to get this part of it processed, you know, high speed. Come on. It's forcing me to take the whole thing apart. More garbage. Ah, yes, they are on the other underside of it. Let's see if we can get this turbo off. The sun was shining. Got up nice and early, take my wife to work so I could keep the car. You know, she doesn't need the car for the time she's at work, so yeah, I was surprised too that she let me have it. You don't go scrapping in my car. Oh dear, I'm good. I've got too much to do and there's no scrapping to get. Other towns have their bulk day totally different than we do. Okay, I got two here that kind of look like brass. Sorry. We'll see. Whoop! Oh, look at that. They both are. I generally don't trust them, but they both are. So in the brass bucket they go. Iron the aluminum. Well, I guess since you're not helping me get wood, I'm gonna have to go get it myself. The snow has melted a wee bit here. So I'll tackle these this afternoon. I'm just trying to process a little bit of crap here. These guys I will do. They're vacuum cleaner motors. That's what I call them anyways. Shop vacs, all vacuums have this type. They don't have the other type. They have this type instead of this type. See the difference? Cut, pull it out the back. These, there's a little extra work involved. So I can actually start on those, or I can clean that up first. I have lots to do. Lots to keep me busy. Like that whole bucket. These are just on top, I think. I'm not sure. But this is everything that has to be processed a little farther. Like he's got a nice transformer on him. I'd take him off. You can go in the transformer bucket with the other ones. See, I get to them. Everybody gets their turn. So that's mainly what's in here. These will be a little tricky. Cut the top and pull it out the other side. Same idea as that transformer, so it can go over there. That's roughly what's in here. Oh look, aluminum wire. Lucky of me for you to show up. Not. There's another one with the turbo still attached to him. We'll get him apart. Can you see all right? Bench vise is there just in case I go in it. One tiny little clip on the backside. Come on. You know you want it off. There we go. Boom. Hey, where'd you come from? I'm not ready to do you yet. Star. Yep. Come on. I was watching Scrap It Up ladies today. Leanne was complaining it was a little chilly because they don't run the fan in their car when they got the camera going. So I gave them a suggestion. I don't know if they run with it or not. If you leave your vehicle running to get scrap, turn the heater on high. As you're outside grabbing the scrap, the car's warming up for you to come back into. I think that's a fairly simple idea. Then now you're not worried, then you're not interfering with the, oh, come on. With the sound on your camera, right? And you get a chance to warm up. Like, scrap ain't worth it if you're frozen solid. Right? I don't think so anyways. Come on. Hey. Oh, you little bugger. Supposed to stay in there. Yeah. Just like that. That's all I wanted. Is that one brass? See how nice and brassy it looks? What's the chances? Oh, we got lucky. Chances were pretty good on that one. There's just a little crap inside of it. I try to clean it out. Now it's clean cast. Every little piece helps. If I throw it in like that, I don't get the brass and it's considered dirty cast. So you don't get paid for it either. You lose both ways. I don't like to lose both ways. It's bad enough losing once. And I hear people saying that the prices have gone up. Well, I haven't checked because my buddy that I deal with is, I guess he took the week off. So I have to find out Monday. But I don't have anything to go for him anyways. He likes sending me a bucket. I like getting the bucket. And in the meantime, the only thing I have done is those appliances and all them dishwashers. They're all in my trailer. So, yeah. Ooh, going on to 11 o'clock. Little slooky. Keeps the throat from getting too dry. I guess we'll pop him off, that way we can put the rest of this in. And there, now he's a transformer that can be taken apart. This can go in the circuit bucket. Which is starting to get filled up too. I'll take all this tin off. Just a little tin shield. Now he's ready for this bucket. Go in with the transformers. Have all winter to get at this stuff, correct? You don't need to be in a hurry. Okay. Oh. I don't know if I mentioned if you ever come across these guys. They're in dehumidifiers and air compressors. They're a little filter thingy, I guess, for moisture. They are copper. But there is a little piece of steel in there. Sometimes there's one piece, it's a screen. So this one here will have a screen on both ends, and he's full of these little beads. I do believe it's considered a dryer. Okay, he doesn't go all the way. So I'm going to cut him open on here. See, he's sticking there, and not there. Like it's just like a screen. Nothing there. And then he's sticking there on this end. So I'll cut the two ends open and I can pull that screen out. I don't do anything fancy to cut it open. I just use my side cutters. Because it doesn't matter what it looks like when you're done with it. Copper is copper, right? So it's going to be number 2 copper. I'm hoping you're seeing this all right. Bring it a little closer. See, there's that screen I was talking about. But that's, the screen itself is not what's making it magnetic. Because I do believe that's either copper or a stainless steel screen. It's the little frame around it. Yes, it's a little extra work. I will agree on that. I'm trying not to spill all them little beads all over the place. Oh, there they go. See that? What can I put them in to show you even better? I just don't want them beads. I'll show you. I think it's a catalyst. And then you look on the inside there, you can see the other screen. So the screen itself is not magnetic. Come here. But this little guy is. The screen itself, see, it's not sticking to it, so I can pop him out of there. Maybe. Nah, it ain't worth it. He just ripped. Looks copper, but it is not. Now the other one's in the bottom. He's just like a strainer. He's not as fine as the other one was, so I just got to cut him open down there and pop him out. Trying to judge where he is. Let me get my other glove on. I am a tenderfoot, so. Look at that, rip my glove already. Yeah, we're almost got him. He's there. You just gotta peel him out. That's all. I imagine they're pressed in. Maybe. And then all this will go in my number 2 bucket. See? That's all he is. See, you can tell he's magnetic. He's sticking to my screwdriver. Copper would never ever do that. So now, mind you, it's in pieces, but I don't care. I'm not putting them back together. That's number 2 copper. It's nice and pink. Actually, this could go as number 1 if you really want to go after it. But these can't because they got a little solder joint on the end of them. But I throw it into number 2 anyway. So. The difference between number 1 and number 2 around here is about 20 cents a pound. So trying to get it super clean. I look at it this way, if I can get 10 buckets full of number 2 and one of number 1, I'm happier. But there's those beads. See? Yeah. I have no idea what they are. I'm thinking catalyst. They might be worth some money. So we'll just set them aside. I've come across them before. They're all different sizes. So the beads are all different sizes. So now I have them because it was fuller than I thought it would be. I have the little buggers all over my thing here. And now I'll feel them under my feet. Like little marbles. So that was just that. It's not really hard. A lot of people throw them in as shred. Mine will not give me a good price when copper has steel on it. Because then it's just, to them they said it's just shred, it's got steel on it, we don't need it. I said, well, it's number 2 copper. No, solder, plastic, paint. That's number 2 copper. Steel and copper, then it's just shred. So I try to make sure that my copper has no steel on it at all. The aluminum bike rims, I know a lot of people's yards don't know that. My yard was totally surprised that he says, oh, because he saw them cut, and he says, you found the little pins in there, didn't you? And I says, yeah, I did. He says, I was wondering because a lot of people don't, and then we tell them it's dirty aluminum, and they get upset. But see, they'll hand them back to you and take them home and clean them up. You saw the pieces I cut out. They're only about 1.5 inches long. So it's dirty aluminum on that, and the rest is clean extruded. Like, there's, what? Extruded here is 45 cents a pound. Versus, I think, for dirty aluminum, it's like 7 cents a pound. Like, why would you throw the whole rim away just for those 2 little pins when you can cut that 1.5 inches out, right? So they were surprised I caught it because a lot of people don't. They don't understand. They think because they don't see the seam. There are some rims out there that are seamless. That's just the way they're molded. So they will not have. Not all of them have it, but this is a lower end bike or whatever, I guess. I don't know. You know, when you go bike shopping, you can buy a bike for 99 bucks brand new, or you can buy a bike for $5,000 brand new. The rim on that one will be seamless. On the $5,000 one, the rim on the $99 bike will not be seamless. That's what I mean. That's what I mean the comparison on. So always look for it. I know a lot of you say, "Oh, my scrapyard doesn't know that yet," and that's, well, as long as you can keep getting away with it, but they will find out eventually. So anyways, I'm going to cut this one shorter. The other ones have been running into part 2, part 3. Like, I'm sorry, my camera does not notify me when it's past. I can go 33 minutes and 10 seconds. Then the camera automatically starts another video. It's still counting, but it starts another video. It doesn't ring a bell or nothing. I just happen to look at the numbers. Like, I'll do that right now. I'm at 28:18. Oh, my ice is falling off the roof, or snow. I am heating it up, so. But, yeah, I'm heating it up with that little guy. So anyways, that's just an update. I have lots of work. I want to work on this bucket today. This one, not that bucket, because that's another one that's probably going to end up in that other bin. I keep them separate. Those are all bigger motors. These are not the vacuum motors. I'm going to take these apart today. I generally do them. They're easier and they're quicker. This is only sitting in here because he's holding the overflow. See, there's 3 transformers that need a bucket. That bucket's a little full. And I might work on those guys today. There's about 30 of them in there. They're not hard to take apart. Or I'm going to do these guys. Vacuum cleaner motors that need to come out of their shell. Don't be shy. Come on out. There's a few in there. And I do have a few more over there, I noticed. I think, oh no, right there. I don't know if that whole bucket's full of them. No, it's a mixture of everything. Okay, another bucket I have to sort through. I want to try and put them all together. That's my plan today. I have tomorrow yet too. I can continue my plan. But anyways, those will be apart. This 5-gallon bucket will start getting fuller. Well, it is partly full. That's aluminum and strippable wire that's in that pail. That's why it's sitting separate. That's the hardcore wire. You'll recognize it out of them fluorescent light fixtures that you have on the ceiling. It connects to the ballast. There we go. See? Little. I'm happy to see sunshine. Put it that way. So anyways, like, subscribe, and share. Or not. Have a nice day.